Hello everyone, it's me Arif, welcome back, and today we have a long-term review for the Xiaomi Mi 9. So I bought it used back in March 2022 and I have used it as my personal device for the whole time. Currently the device is being used by my sister. Anyhow, these are my personal opinions regarding the device, so I'll try my best to review it. However, if there is something you'd like to know further, do let me know in the comments below. I'll try my best to update as soon as possible. Alright, let's begin with the build and design. So firstly, this device has a metal build, like the metal side rails and a glass on the back and the glass on the front. So it's a metal and glass sandwich. Anyhow, the glass on the back feels like a glass stick to me, even though it's confirmed that it's a Gorilla Glass 5. I just don't like the feel of it. It just feels cheap in my hand compared to the S20 FE or the iPhone XS Max. However, this color, the purple color that shines in the light and gives like a rainbow vibe, I feel like that's something really cool and attractive, but I feel like this color mostly suits to girls, and most people or most boys would prefer the black or the different colors that we have over here. I love also the weight distribution of the device. Even though it packs like this huge screen and a good amount of battery, it doesn't feel heavy in the hand. It feels lighter compared to the iPhone XS Max or the S20 FE. Even though the iPhone XS Max packs like the same screen with the lower amount of battery, this just feels way lighter compared to those devices. In that sense, the build and design is really great because the build is of a metal and glass sandwich, so it will hold up for a long time according to me. I have been using it for so long and I have dropped it multiple times, but I haven't really seen much scratches on it, neither have I seen any cracks on it. Secondly, the design, it's really attractive, depends on who you ask and depends on the color that you have. Because this pink color or the purple color, the one that reflects light with this rainbow shine, it's really unique for that time, or the uniqueness for the Mi 9 at that generation of Xiaomi's devices. Currently according to 2022, I feel like the design is quite bland. It doesn't have anything unique to it, but according to those generations of Xiaomi devices, this is really unique and people will easily be able to identify that it is a Mi 9. So in that sense, I say like I love this build and design. So do let me know what you think about it. Next up, the CPU here is a Snapdragon 855 and my variant is a 6GB RAM with UFS 2.1 128GB storage. Anyhow, even after these many years, the device still feels fast even for my personal heavy usage. I got no complaints. However, there are certain times that the device freezes. It's not a common issue though, but I believe it's due to the RAM optimization from MIUI. Sadly, the device heats up during recording of Full HD 60fps videos of more than 10 minutes. I have tried recording in a much lower quality such as the 720p30, but the camera is just garbage, so I'll speak about it later. And also the battery drains a lot. I'll elaborate on that later as well. So for gaming, as always, I have played Call of Duty, PUBG, Asphalt 8 and 9. I have tried Minecraft in it. I have tried many other small indie games, and all of the games runs still at smooth 60 fps. Even though it packs such an old processor, it still can handle the new up and coming titles. I have also tried the Apex Legends in it. It runs smoothly. Normally I play the games at smooth and ultra frame rate, so in that regard it's really smooth. I have also tried high graphics with ultra frame rate and it was really great. And every of the modes or any of the graphics modes in any of the games, it runs at 60 fps. So in gaming regard, there's nothing to say. It's a smooth sailing device. As always, the multitasking in these old devices mainly, are quite difficult, mainly because of their RAM. This one packs in 6GB RAM and 128GB storage, but multitasking in it still it's a bit difficult when we run the larger apps. I believe this is the MIUI optimization issue, but anyhow, it does a great job in optimizing the device so that you can use the regular standard apps, and when you play games you might need to close view of the background apps, or you can use the game launcher and use the priority mode or the boost mode, and you will be able to receive smooth gameplay as well as less hiccups. It has 3300 mAh battery, and 2022 wise, in the market there are many other devices with much larger amount of battery as well as a better battery life than this device. So let's elaborate on that. Me personally, I'm a heavy user and I have to charge it every 4 hours or so. Since I begin my day at 9 a.m. and end it at 8 p.m., it is not an ideal device for me. But I think for anyone looking for a device at this price range, there are much better offerings in the market currently. So I wouldn't suggest you to grab it if you're a heavy user and need a longer battery life. However, while traveling, I used a lot of camera, GPS, and YouTube. This phone gives me sudden panic attacks when I see the battery dripping a lot. I always have to carry a power bank while traveling with it. In that regards, the battery isn't really great for long-term use. However, we have the ultra power saving mode here, but it lacks quite a lot of important features for me, for which it's quite useless unless I want to squeeze every last bit of juice it has remaining. So you can charge it at 20 watt wirelessly, and the maximum you can charge is at 27 watt using the cable. But you would need the proprietary Xiaomi brick charger to charge it at that speed. So for the display, it has the 6.3-inch Super AMOLED with 60 FPS. The display is really good looking. It has great viewing angles as well as the color. I have no complaints with it viewing in outdoors. It's just much better than the other devices in my previous reviews. The notch isn't as much obtrusive as I thought it would be. However, it represents the older generation, so it lacks in the design factor of 2022 wise. Here we have a triple camera area without OIS. The primary camera is a 48 megapixel, the secondary being the 12 megapixel telephoto, and the tertiary is the 16 megapixel ultra wide. We can record videos at 4K 60 FPS max, and there is also slow-mo feature up to 960 FPS. However, the footage isn't useful when there is a lack of light. There are many exciting features such as the vlog mode and many others. Here are a few of the camera samples. Take a look and let me know what you think. The front-facing selfie camera is a 20 megapixel wide camera and it can record up to 1080p 30 fps. However, the quality isn't on par with its megapixel count. The photos are quite beautiful as you can see, but the lack of OIS takes a toll on the quality during nighttime as well as the motion. There is EIS for the videos, however it isn't much worth it but gets the job done. Alright, let's talk about the additional features we get with this device. For me, there is an in-display fingerprint sensor which is still uncommon in newer phones, so it feels quite modern. However, depends on the persons you ask, they might say it's previous generation or new generation. Secondly, the haptics of the device is great. With MIUI's animation, the haptics gives a different feel to the device while scrolling through the UI as well as changing between the apps. I like the haptics of this a lot. There is an additional button called the AI button on the left side. You can use it for a lot of additional features such as turning on the flashlight or running a quick command as well as opening Google Assistant in a click. In the speaker department, the device is quite acceptable considering it's such an old device, and it still features a single bottom firing speaker. In that sense, the loudness is quite low compared to the S20 FE. However, the sound, the bass, the clarity, it's really good. Take a listen and do let me know what you think. So, if you're looking for a beautiful design and ready to sacrifice some of the battery life, then go for it. But if you're looking for a device that has a better battery life with constant speed, you'd be better off with some other devices. However, considering the price you can get this device at, it's quite a steal. It's worth every penny with its UI, speed, camera, design, and its own display. Alright then, that's it from me. If you have any questions or would like to know further, do let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.